Oh boy. So, my family has COVID. And this morning I woke up with a sore throat, and it appears that I'm losing a bit of my voice, which you can definitely hear if I speak in a normal voice. So, if I am not posting as many videos over the next couple of days, you know why. I might try and pre-record a couple today, but that's besides the point. In today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 10 Soviet Tech Tree Heavy, the IS-7, a vehicle that is quite incredible in its capabilities, damage output, and overall potential on the battlefield. First of all, we should break into the vehicle's mobility. Even though it has been nerfed from what was originally 50 kilometers per hour, still pretty quick. Goes 42 and 15 in reverse, which is both very solid values for a quite heavily armored beast. It's got a decent power to weight of 16 and an average speed of 30. So the IS-7 in general is a pretty mobile tank. And when you take a look at the gun, we are running refined, which gives us a very solid .316 dispersion. We do have a long aiming time, though. Very long, almost 5 seconds, making this one of the lesser accurate vehicles in the game. Pair that with kind of mediocre DPM, and yeah, the gun's really not that strong. But the major thing that was changed on the IS-7 is the penetration. For many years, we have all been wanting the IS-7 to have better pen. It used to have 303 millimeters of APCR. With Kali, it was 317, but that just wasn't enough. And Wargaming finally buffed it to 336, which isn't anything amazing, but it's enough to cut through most armor now, where previously it couldn't cut through diddly squat. So I actually really like the current IS-7. I think that it's a very enjoyable, fun tank to play, and the increase of penetration has definitely done that. Not only do we have more penetration on the IS-7, the vehicle also features tungsten shells and more hit points than it used to have. It's basically just better than the IS-4 ever was. So if you were ever thinking of, you know, should I ever grind the IS-4? No, not really. You can see we have 2,652 health, which is an absolute juicer. And you can see the mobility here. It's quick. I mean, we are quite easily accelerating up to speed. Now, this game, we are up against a 60 TP, an E5. They got a lot of nasties, and not only that, but I don't know where the enemy team is going. I see that the E5 is a pretty good player if he's an Origin, so that's something that's going to be in the bottom of my mind. Our 183 is YOLOing to the heavy flank alone. Classic player. Well, we are not going to go to the heavy flank because it clearly seems obvious to me the majority of the enemy team is in front of us on the flank over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try and flank, and we're going to see if we can get behind the E5 possibly. Behind one of these mediums, put on our tungsten and get some good slaps out. Especially I'm hoping before the 183 gets behind, that way we can get the surprise. So let's put on our tungsten, and there you go. 526 slap, that's always pretty dang nice. That TVP obviously doesn't know what to do already. And it's a good example of just how solid this tank can be at ripping out damage. We have the E5, and there's nothing I'm really able to do to that E5 right now, but I think just distracting him is honestly pretty good if you ask me. The fact that that E5 is now going to be worried about me instead of the rest of the enemy opponents is always a very, very solid thing. So the Kampfpanzer is most likely going to be sending the E5, and we get, or not E5, sorry, Chieftain, and we get a nice shell out, and yeah, the KPZ just killed himself, so see ya. Not really sure why the Kampfpanzer backed up when he could have pulled forwards, but that's his decision, I guess, right? I mean, we aren't going to do anything crazy in terms of damage this game, that's a fact. We just don't have the opportunity to. But I think we're going to do fine. Of course, we have a 183 in front of us who's unspotted until he gets that close. Clearly, we love spotting mechanics in this game, don't we, Wargaming? You guys definitely know how to balance this game properly. Well, we have the Jagdpanzer, who I can't hit. I love how much the 183 gets away with. I think that's my favorite part about this game, is that 183s literally just do what they want and they get away with it. So we got the 183 here, and there's no way I'm backing up to him, but thankfully the Yag kind of sucks. Missed a very, very easy shot. We're just gonna not be able to cut through him at all. Well, there you go. We do get an over angle. Oh, and now we have the 183 on our side, who I can't really do anything about. And we also have the Yag on us. So right now, I'm going to aim in a tungsten shell onto the 183. Yeah, you suck. Goodbye. And now we're going to back on up. Keep backing up here. The Yag obviously is not doing very well. And with our tungsten, it's see ya. There you go. That leaves only 2 tanks left, a 210 E5 and a 60 TP. The only reason we're alive right now is because we lit that player on fire. Like, I'm going to be real. That is one of the only reasons we are currently alive. Okay, that shell didn't even hit anywhere. That's incredible. Will our 62A do anything? Is he AFK? I think he is. Wow, incredible, bro. Incredible. He's actually... Oh, my God. And there goes... Oh, thank God. Thankfully, the armor on our IS-7 has done the trick and allowed us to get a bounce. The 60 TP does struggle to cut through a tank like this, which is always good. But, man, I just... Oof. I hate going up against E5s, and... Oh, come on, bro. Of course our 62A is to be freaking AFK. Like, that pisses me off so much that you have one job and you fail that one job so miserably, bro. I can't do anything. I mean, it's an E5 hull down and I have literally no pen, so it doesn't really matter what I do here. Just gonna back up. There you go. Nice shot into the E5. That's pretty good. That does lower him a bit at least. And, well, we're gonna... Okay. And we're gonna chill here. There you go. Another nice shot. Pretty good. That obviously lowers the E5 to a one-shot. But my teammate sucks and kills himself. So, oh boy, I guess. Not really sure what to do again. Oh boy. This is a really enjoyable gameplay. I just hate this game. I really do. I have nothing else to say. I have nothing else I want to say. We have an AFK T62A who causes our entire team to lose the game. Thanks, bro. Thanks. I mean, the IS-7's a great tank, and you saw that here. The gun worked fine for what it is. I didn't expect to hit the side of that E5, because the gun's not good at that. But the tank did its job. We survived an attack against a 183, and a Jagdpanzer. We killed both of them, albeit a little lucky with the 183 lighting them on fire, but we still killed both of them. Not only that, but then we proceeded to help with the Kampfpanzer. We proceeded to bleed out the E5, and this is our teammate. Full health medium, who could have won our team the game, instead gives this E5. And I'll give the E5 credit. He's a decent player, but it's just incredible to me how a person just goes AFK and screws the entire team over. Thanks, bro. That really means a lot. Well, we did pretty good this game. Over 4,000 damage dealt. Let's take a look. Yeah, 4,961 damage. E5 ended up dealing 5,300. And if you take away that 1,600 he did from the 62A, that means we did quite a bit more than even him in this battle. But you got Sergeant Noob, and, well, you're living up to your name. Somehow you did worse than an AFK player. That's insane, bro. Well, let's do one more battle in the IS-7. I mean, we did really good that first game, and it is such a good showcase of really how flexible the IS-7 is. It's probably the best tier 10 for any beginner to play right now. The problem is grinding the line is really mid. The IS-3 is actually pretty decent after they buffed its upper plate, but the IS-8 still doesn't have really any armor, and it is a bit disappointing. Personally, I would like to see Wargaming completely overhaul the IS-8, and I want to see them buff it, like a lot. Buff the upper plate to a point where it's similar to that of an IS-7, just one tier lower. I think that would make the vehicle a lot more enjoyable. Nerf the DPM, maybe even give it a PCR premium. I know not everybody would agree with this, but I think that the line should consist of similarities between the tier 10 and the rest. And it doesn't make sense to me that the IS-7 has X capabilities and the rest of the line has Y capabilities. So, we got the 777, and I really want to get this 777 cleared. Let's aim it on the side of his turret. There you go. 492. I think my favorite thing about the IS-7 is the alpha. I mean, 460 is an absolute juicer, and it does allow you to get out some really nasty slaps. Also, 777 reverse speed moment. He's dead already, bruh. 2 shots into his tank. That's a pretty good chunk, if you ask me. 969. Now we can make our way back up the hill. By the way, that's why you don't go low. It's so goofy when people think they can get away with driving their tanks low, and then they just get nuked for it. So the 60 TP is going to cross in the open. There you go. Nice 515 shot. Tungsten shells on this tank is so nasty because normally you wouldn't be able to get out such big bonks, but with tungsten you're able to just completely chunk enemies. So we're going to poke the show, we're going to aim it on his tank, and oh, okay, that made sense, clearly. Sometimes I really can't explain how Wargaming screws me, but that one there, that was a pretty good moment of me getting screwed. We're going to drive over this ridge. The 183 clearly is giving us a very easy shot on him, so we're just going to aim in, and oh, he's going to aim right in on me. Thankfully, he misses the shot. He tried to do the classic 40%er snap, and it didn't work for him. So we're going to aim in on that 183, and I know that the tank is awful reverse. See ya! There you go. Nice. That's all very good and dandy. Getting that vehicle out of the game is the best move I could have made. So we have the Kampfpanzer 50-ton in front of me. Obviously, he's going to back on off. Well, you wanna poke me? Well, there goes minus 476. Now I back up. Again, the alpha on the IS-7 is not something to be messed with. And when you pair that with the fact the vehicle has really good armor as well, it's just a super duper nasty vehicle. There you go. Very good premium pen cutting through his turret, as we can see. He really can't do anything to me. I mean, he should be shooting the Leopard behind him, but clearly being smart is not on his forte. We're going to poke the Object 84. We're not able to high explosive him because, you know, light tanks. We actually hit his upper plate and bounced. The Object 84 really features more armor than it deserves, if you want my opinion. But that doesn't matter too much. Leopard's getting some shells out, and I don't really care about the Leopard right now. I'm going to poke the... I guess we'll shoot the Conqueror. Nice 517. And I don't really know what bro's doing in the Conqueror, but that's fine with me. If we're on his flat side, we can actually pen him with a high explosive. Fun fact. You can see that right there. 750 HE with our tungsten. Holy frickin' juice. That's a max roll, I should mention. So now we're going to be shooting at the 60 TP. And I don't think we're going to get too much more damage out, but we will get one. Nice 434 into the track wheel. And just like that, we did over 5,000 damage. So, if you want to say that the IS-7 isn't that good of a tank, that's just wrong. The IS-7 is incredibly strong. And while I don't drive it much because it might not be the most exciting vehicle in the game, it does feature some of the most just incredible mechanics out there. The DPM is solid, the mobility is good, its armor is fantastic, and we saw that here. 5,100 damage dealt. What a very fun tank to play. So, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys think about the IS-7. And, well, we'll see how many videos I can pump out today before I die from COVID. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!